I'm thrilled to say we're joined by Wyc Grousbeck at the Greenwich Economic Forum. He, of course, is the lead owner and governor for the Boston Celtics. Wyc, it's great to have you with us, and I'll start with a softball. How are you feeling just a few weeks away from the start?
Well, so excited. We made a major trade over the weekend. We hope it's finalized later today, formally inked, and we really love our team, love the roster. Everybody in the league feels great. In early October, we're all undefeated, but we hope this could be a strong year for the Celtics.
A strong year for the Celtics. And talk to us a little bit about valuations in terms of players right now. How has that changed over the past few years versus when you took over for the Celtics?
Valuations of players, maybe meaning their salaries increasing?
Yes, in terms of trading, for example.
Oh, and trading for them. Well, the superstars and the very best players are global superstars of the NBA. You know, some of the 10 or 20 most famous people on the planet, and really drive our whole, business of offering entertainment to people. We have great stars in the game now, and we share our revenues with our players, and they share them with us in a sense, and we really have a nice partnership. So I'm thrilled to see players be super well paid and to be performing on the global stage. I mean, I've been in the league 20 years and it's grown so much and it's been such a joy. So I feel very, very fortunate.
When it comes to the media partnerships here, Wyc, and I guess how people consume sports these days, we know, of course, some of the traditional networks still kind of have a hold on that, but we know a lot of people have just gravitated to different platforms. So when you go in there and you're having these negotiations on new media deals here, what exactly do you want to see? Like, what do you think would be most beneficial to not just to the Celtics, but to the NBA overall?
Well, I'm on the media committee at the NBA, but we're not allowed to talk about anything that's going on. We'll be negotiating next year with our existing partners and then potentially with new partners next spring. But in general, what I'd like to see as a team owner and as a longtime fan of the NBA is I'd just like us to see to keep globalizing. We have almost, I think, 40% of our league, our players, come from overseas. We've got fans in 210 countries around the world who get to stream our games now, but we think that the international growth could be really super exciting. We're doing great in the United States, and we appreciate the fans here, but the global game is, the global attention is really turning to the NBA as well.
It is, and I mean, obviously the Celtics, to a certain extent, at least through history, have sort of been a big component of that. I mean, I'm going to date myself, but when, coming of age, I mean, it was basically the Celtics and Lakers and the Bulls and the Pistons and that sort of bad boy era here. And, I was watching the most recent documentary, or not documentary, I should say, the most recent show about the Lakers, which I guess could be a documentary if you wanted to be here. It had an interesting end to it. I mean, the Lakers somehow were overtaken by the Celtics, which, I don't know how the Lakers
felt about that. That's what happened in 1984. My wife and I were watching. We were thrilled that second season of Winning Time contained two Celtics championships. And, we're great friends with the owner of the Lakers, Jeannie Buss. She's a close friend of ours and our partner in our Cincoro tequila, as a matter of fact. And so we're friends, even though we're competitors. And we've had two finals against the Lakers just in the last 20 years that I've been around. So they're always a lot of fun. Love to have another one.
And Wyc, have you thought at all about investing in other sports or other leagues?
I have back in the day. I looked at an NHL team. I looked at, with a partner or two, we looked at some soccer. We looked at some hockey. But really the Celtics is more than enough for me. I really am the day-to-day CEO as well as the governor, and so it's my responsibility. When it goes badly, for sure, you can blame me, and I blame myself. So I spend a lot of time on the Celtics and care deeply about it, as anybody should who's trying to run a team like this.
All right, so let's talk about the season here. Katie mentioned at the top here, the tip-off, I think sometime at the end of this month. You guys obviously got Drew Holiday. That was a big trade. Of course, you got Porzingis, who I don't think anybody has any doubts about his abilities. Al Horford and Jaylen Brown, and I think Tatum is on that roster as well here. I mean, what do you think your chances are? I mean, I know you're going to just say, of course, we'll win. But, I mean, when you look at that lineup here, I mean, how do you think they really are going to stack up against the other dominant teams out there?
Well, I don't want to jinx it. I wouldn't say that we would win in any case. But I will say that Las Vegas has us sort of as co-favorites with the Bucks. We're thought to be the two, but then just behind us are a couple other great teams. And then it goes on from there. So we really like our chances. We've improved our chances, we think, with some of the moves, although we let go some really terrific people, players who happen to be great people as well. And, these trades are difficult, but it's really the most challenging part of the job. But we hope we got it right this summer. We hope we can really make some noise. We love this team and love the chance to go out there and compete.
All right. Well, best of luck, Wyc. That is Wyc Grousbeck. He is lead owner and governor of the Boston Celtics.